Savitri. Book 9. The Book of Eternal Night. Canto 2. The Journey in Eternal Night. Page 584. As disappears a golden lamp in gloom, borne into distance from the eye's desire, into the shadows vanished Savitri. There was no course, no path, no end or goal. Visionless, she moved amid insensible gulfs, or drove through some great black unknowing waste, or rolled in a dumb eddy of meeting winds, assembled by the titan hands of chance. There was none with her in the dreadful vast. She saw no more the vague, tremendous God. Her eyes had lost their luminous Satyavan. Yet not for this her spirit failed, but held more deeply than the bounded scenes can, which grasp externally and find to lose its object loud. So, when on earth they lived, she had felt him straying through the glades, a scene in her, its clefts, her being's vistas, opening their secrets to his search and joy, because to jealous sweetness in her heart, whatever happy space his cherished feet preferred, must be at once her soul embracing, his body passioning dumbly to his tread. But now a silent gulf between them came, and to abysmal loneliness she fell, even from herself cast out from love remote. Long hours, since long it seems when sluggish time is measured by the throbs of the soul's pain, in an unreal darkness, empty and drearer, she travelled, treading on the corpse of life, lost in a blindness of extinguished souls. Solitary in the anguish of the void, she lived in spite of death. She conquered still. In vain, her puissant being was oppressed. Her heavy, long monotony of pain, tardily of its fierce self-torture, tired. At first a faint, inextinguishable gleam, pale but immortal, flickered in the gloom, as if a memory came to spirits dead, a memory that wished to live again, dissolved from mind in nature's natal sleep. It wandered like a lost ray of the moon, revealing to the night her soul of dread. Serpentine in the gleam, the darkness slow, its black hoods jeweled with a mystic glow, its dull, sleek folds shrank back and coiled and slid, as though they felt all light a cruel pain, and suffered from the pale approach of home. Night felt assailed, her heavy sombre reign, the splendor of some bright eternity, threatened with this faint beam of wandering truth, her empire of the everlasting North. Implacable in her intolerant strength, and confident that she alone was true, she strove to stifle the frail, dangerous ray. Aware of an all-negating immensity, she reared her giant head of nothingness, her mouth of darkness swallowing all that is. She saw in herself the tenebrous absolute, but still The light prevailed and still it grew, and Savitri to her lost self awoke. Her limbs refused the cold embrace of death. Her heartbeats triumphed in the grasp of pain. Her soul persisted, claiming for its joy the soul of the beloved now seen no more. Before her, in the stillness of the world, once more she heard the treading of a god, and out of the dumb darkness, Satyavan, her husband, grew into a luminous shade. Then a sound pealed through that dead monstrous realm, vast like the surge in a tired swimmer's ears, clamoring a fatal iron-hearted roar, death mission to the night his lethal call. This is my silent dark immensity. This is the home of everlasting night. This is the secrecy of nothingness, entombing the vanity of life's desires. Hast thou beheld thy source, O transient heart, and known from what the dream thou art was made? In the stark sincerity of nude emptiness, hopest thou still always to last and love? The women answered not. Her spirit refused the voice of night that knew and death that thought. In her beginningless infinity, through her soul's reaches unconfined, she gazed. She saw the undying fountains of her life. She knew herself eternal without birth, but still opposing her with endless night, death, the dire god, inflicted on her eyes the immortal calm of his tremendous gaze. Although thou hast survived the unborn void, which never shall forgive, while time endures, the primal violence that fashioned thought, forcing the immobile vast to suffer and live, this sorrowful victory only has thou won, to live for a little without Satyavan. What shall the ancient goddess give to thee, who helped thy heartbeats? Only she prolongs the nothing dreamed existence, and delays with the labor of living thy eternal sleep. A fragile miracle of thinking clay, armed with illusions, walks the child of time. To fill the void around, he feels and dreads the void he came from, and to which he goes. He magnifies himself and names it God. He calls the heavens to help his suffering hopes. He sees above him with a longing heart bare spaces more unconscious than himself, that have not even his privilege of mind, and empty of all but the unreal blue, and peoples them with bright and merciful powers.